Hi Susan, this is Phil, and actually my lovely videographer Leslie is behind the camera. Just wanted this is Sunday afternoon, April 15th, and I just wanted to do a little walkthrough. We took some photographs of the house and the work that was completed, and we know that there are some things that still need to be completed. But part of it is what they did was a great idea. And I just want to direct your attention over here. In the area that adjacent to the kitchen, they added the ceramic tile, which really did a great job taking up the ruined wood. But if you look over here at this part, the part that was actually the worst here is actually still in warped shape. So, you know, one of the things that we had thought about that would be, if you like looking right here, all of this is all warped up and separated and is very ugly. So, and separated over here. So we're going to take a look around through. The house has been kind of cleaned at, but not completely clean. If you look up at the ceiling fans, they're already, and they're still
horrible,
very dirty. And the floors and the horizontal surfaces are actually still pretty dirty. So I'm not sure if, and the maintenance man, if he's going to actually come back and do a thorough cleaning top to bottom, but it surely is going to need it. And so one of the things is that, I'm going to point out some things that have to be done still. The floor, what could be done is actually continue the tile over from this corner back over here and continue it over to this wall, which will take the wood, it'll take the wood out and replace it with this ceramic tile, which will make it look, you know, it will make it look good, and it will take that broken up laminate wood out. Good look in the kitchen. All the appliances are still dirty. And from the standpoint of the stove, if you look in the stove and the dish, the pans are still the original ones that she never fixed. The oven is still dirty. So, and there's in the microwave oven there, it was cleaned at, but it still has food on the this tray. If you can look at that. And the roundabout tray is missing. Look over here at the countertop. In the something's happened here so that the reverse osmosis. Look down here. The reverse osmosis is out, and it looks like it's leaking again. And actually, the dispenser up top here is leaking too. So, and which is going to be a problem long term unless it gets replaced. The refrigerator, take a look in the refrigerator. I took some good snapshots of it, but it's still pretty dirty. And look up over in here too. Yeah. All right, good. Leslie's really good videography. And this is still pretty dirty here. It looks like it was not really cleaned at all. So, okay, good. All right. And so we'll go on here into the, let's go take a look out in the garage. Well, actually, in the laundry here, if you look over here, the laundry, the doorknob on the closet door has not been replaced, and the whole area is just really dirty. Let's look over here in the garage, and part of it is that, and also the alarm panel was broken off. Probably can be reattached, but the wire's been undone. So let's look over here. You know, he still has a lot of cleaning out left to do, but the chief trouble that we have here is, I'm going to open this door up. He did a great job in replacing the door and stuccoing it back in, but there's a major problem here, and that is the door deadbolt is a double keyed entry. In other words, there's a key for the exterior and interior. And this can't be this way. For safety purposes, if there ever was a fire, and for some reason this key was out of the lock, and there was a fire, the person would not be able to get out. So it has to be a thumb turn on the interior. Nobody would, and this lock here, this doorknob, it doesn't lock. It's the original one, and so it's not functional. It doesn't lock in any position. So this should still be replaced. The number one problem that we have right here now is this key operating this lock needs to be a thumb turn and not a screw key. And this has potential, if there's a fire or a problem, a potential of killing someone. So it must be changed immediately before someone comes in. And of course, all the smoke detectors need to be updated with batteries and replaced if necessary. Come on in. But as you, let's go back and take a little look out here. They did a nice job with the door. Did a real clean job with the door. Looks like they got the water system working nicely. With the doors being replaced, that looks really good. Other thing is that people who are wanting the house because it's because it has this fenced yard, if you take a look at the fence line down this way, it's leaning out pretty bad, and so if people have any kind of sized dog, it's liable to be pushed right over. And so I want to see if he can do something to straighten up that fence, if it's possible. I don't know if it is or not. But let's go back inside. We'll come this way. Yeah. Oh, by the way, take a look here. This is the wood that was replaced, and it sure does look like it was full of termites because it's been eaten out from the inside. So we haven't escaped the possibility of still having termites in the house. Let's get another shot on that. Okay, let's go back this way. So, and he has his tool still here, so we'll secure the place real good for him. And then finally, let's go inside. We're kind of running out of film here. But this idea to put the tile here, where it was a great idea, and really applied because it looks terrific. It's different from the original kitchen tile, but I think people probably would not think too much of it. If you take a look here, and I just want to run the camera up over the countertops and see how dirty they are. So if the cleaning has not, slow down a little bit, just let's see. If the cleaning has been completed, it needs to be redone. So let's go back in this way. Ready? Come on. But in all of the fans need to be cleaned too, because they're really filthy dirty. But all in all, there's been some real good work's been done here, and we just need to see it to completion. So that number one is that we remove the life safety problems. Included is replacing all the batteries and make sure the smoke detectors all work, and also the keys, make sure they're all working together. And so, but other than that, the yard needs to be mowed and the exterior needs to be spruced up. And I took pictures of the outside by the other fence, and all the garbage that was left that's still there. So when he takes his garbage out from the garage, make sure he takes that out as well. So this has been Phil, and down in your house down in Fort Myers and Lehigh Acres. And so I think Leslie showed everything that she saw, because she's very meticulous in her cleaning. And I'll talk to you later. Live with passion.